Corn was originally domesticated in Mexico about 10,000 years ago, but it wouldn't be until about 4700 BC that the Peruvians would discover popcorn, and it would take several thousand more years before Hostess did this. Greetings and welcome back to another popcorn-licious episode of the Vodkast. I am your host as always, Geycen Oliveira. With us today is a bunch of Hostess-flavored popcorn. We got ding-dongs, we got Twinkies. Who would have thought 10,000 years ago that it would come to this? They would be coating our popcorn in sweet treats. Do you guys like Twinkies and ding-dongs like I like Twinkies and ding-dongs? Well, you shouldn't, because they're laden with sugar and they'll kill you. But I'm willing to take the chance today, and I'm going to try these, and I'll let you know if they're any good. They were at the dollar store, Dollar Tree, as a matter of fact. So if you got one near you, it's $1.25 each. $2.50 will get you one of each flavor. Let's bust into the ding-dongs first. I haven't always preferred Twinkies to ding-dongs. When I grew up, I preferred ding-dongs in my mouth as opposed to Twinkies. I don't know. I think I was a chocolate kid growing up. That's a weird combination of smells. It's not a bad smell. Give me a second here. I'm getting notes of chocolate in there, but for the most part, I'm just smelling the popcorn itself. Anywho, you want to take a look at them? You can. Oh, yeah. All right, let's give it a whirl. Ding-dong popcorn. Down the hatch. I was not expecting to love that as much as I did. Wow. The firing gun goes off. Here we go. Delicious, chocolatey, just like a kettle corn. It kind of gives you that same effect with a little bit more sweetness and a lot more chocolate, of course, because I don't think kettle corn has any chocolate involved in it whatsoever. Unless there's a chocolate kettle corn. But I don't know nothing about that. All right, let's bust into the old Twinkie popcorn, see if we can get a smell on this one. Oh, yeah. Way different, way different. The other one, I could smell the chocolate, but more of the popcorn. This, I can smell more of the Twinkie and less of the popcorn. One more sniff. Yep. Yeah, that's good. It's a nice balanced smell in there. You're definitely getting something else other than just the popcorn. Other than just the Twinkie smell. That's what I'm getting the most of, though. I can't do it that way. Let's do it that way. And this is just Twinkalicious, you know? Pretty good. So let's give this a whirl and see if it's as good as the ding-dongs. Twinkies, down the hatch. What the hell? That one is even more Twinkie than it is popcorn. Somehow, it's more Twinkie. Like, it tastes like a Twinkie rather than you're eating popcorn. Well, I mean, obviously, there's a texture involved. You know what popcorn, has a texture. It's not like a Twinkie. It's not smooth and squishy. I'm not sure if I love it as much as I love the first one. The first one had a nice little combination of chocolate and popcorn, where this one is really strong in the Twinkie category. Even after eating it, like, you would think that the coating would come off. And that's something else I want to talk about, too. The coating is kind of giving it a crunchier texture, which is really interesting, because popcorn, when you eat it, it's got like that poppiness to it. It's not really crunchy, but there is some kind of texture, some kind of... I don't know what I want to say. All I'm trying to say is the outside of these are a lot crunchier than a regular piece of popcorn, and not in a bad way. It's just enough that you notice it. Flavor-wise, they're both really good. This definitely takes the cake, though, and I'm going to have to give this one a 9, and I'm going to give the Twinkies an 8. They're both worth trying. If you find yourself at Dollar Tree and you have an extra $2.50 in your pocket, you'd be crazy to not try the Hostess popcorn. It's really good. I don't know if they do any more flavors. I'd love to see if they do, because these were so wonderful and lovely. You gotta eat them. Oh, I just had a kernel go right down the back of my throat. I hope you guys love this episode of the Vodkast. It was a blast to make. And if you guys are loving the content that I'm creating as much as I love creating the content that you guys are watching, would you please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and hitting the little bell icon, because it'll let you know every time I put out a new video. Don't forget to make somebody smile today and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today tomorrow. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier and freaking nuttier together. Let's sing and dance in the sun and the rain as one, my brothers and sisters. Live life to the fullest. And love every moment of it, because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love, and never let your inner child die. take care of yourselves. Take care of one another and take care of those around you who cannot take care of themselves, but they are the ones that need it the most. And if no one's told you today that they love you, the Vodcast loves you very much, just the way you are. All right, guys, do no harm. I'm Geycen Oliveira. This is the Vodcast, and I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road. Take care, everybody.
Don't go to sleep with a catch it in your pocket.